Welcome back to The Flash, right here at Comicstorian. This is where we take your favorite comic books, we take the information out of a movie or a video game, and we break it down into a digestible bite before reading it dramatically back to you. And today we're going to be bringing you Flash issue 574 and issue 575. Now, to give you a quick rundown, a brand new villain known as Paradox has shown up, and he has tricked Godspeed into working with him. But as it turns out, Godspeed was working against Paradox and is now a slave of Paradox's. In order to defeat this villain, the Flash had to go through time to find the only individual to have ever defeated Paradox before, and that's the Reverse Flash. So once he finally found the Reverse Flash and he told him that it was Paradox, Reverse Flash asked him if he wants a truce, bringing us to today. The Flash is currently holding Eobard Thawne, as Eobard Thawne explains what happened in the 25th century, how he was the one able to defeat Paradox. There was a battle that spanned the multiverse. All who tried to take on Paradox fell in his path, and it seemed as if the fate of millions were doomed. The future needed a hero, one unafraid to put his life on the line to save others, and in the end, that hero was Reverse Flash. He defeated the deadliest rogue in all of the multiverse. He was the future's savior. For once in his life, people saw him for what he truly was, the Flash's worthy successor. It only took a few moments to repair the damage done to his Flash Museum, and with it a prison that could hold even Paradox from ever escaping. The time stream was safe until Barry Allen ruined it all. Paradox being free is the worst thing that could have ever happened. Reality can't take much more of Paradox's destruction on the time stream. And the Flash asks him, but you can stop him, right? And Eobard says, that's a Reverse Flash fact, good buddy. The two stop running through the time stream and they stop in the 25th century Flash Museum, with Eobard stating that he had to pick something up first. Once they get inside, Eobard pulls a tarp off of a display case containing his own lightning rod. Eobard picks it up, twirling it around, stating that this thing can harness the Speed Force and focus it into a destructive force. This is how we stop Paradox. This is how we save the time stream. The last time I used it to ground him and sap that Paradox energy until he was weak enough to be captured. Eobard then turns to the Flash asking, are you ready to do what needs to be done, Barry? Meanwhile, in the other timelines, Paradox continues going further and further in time, killing the Flash over and over again. But during one of those times, he stops for a moment and says that he can sense something. He can feel the Flash, and he's not alone. Curious. Back with the Flash, he and Eobard stop outside of an apartment building with a man playing ball with his kids. Eobard asks Flash if he sees the family over there. That man is Paradox before he became Paradox, before he was tied to the Flash legacy. Flash stops asking, why are we here? And Eobard laughs. You're a bright boy. You should already know the answer to that. We're going to kill him. Flash grabs Eobard, but Eobard pulls back yelling, if you want to save reality, then you gotta do what needs to be done. This will remove Paradox from his role before he can even get started, before he can just escape again. It'll be our little secret, something we can share. Just the two of us, Flash. Eobard pokes Flash with the lightning rod, telling him, you know it's the right thing to do. It's the only thing. Flash tells him, no, we'll find another way, Eobard. And in a fit of rage, Eobard shouts, fine, I'll do it myself. Flash punches Eobard, shouting that this was a mistake. And the man Chris yells, asking what do they want from him? Why are they here? At that moment, Paradox appears and begins to kill him, telling him, they wanted you to die. After Chris's body disintegrates, Paradox tells him, I thought killing the Flash would create the power that I needed, but you just led me to the biggest paradox of all, myself. Eobard charges in with his rod, shouting, it doesn't matter! I took you down once and I'll do it again! Paradox catches Eobard by the throat, taking the rod, telling him, please, don't embarrass yourself. Paradox tosses him away, snapping the lightning rod in half, yelling, I have all the power that I could ever want. Flash runs over to help Eobard up, asking, Paradox, what has he done? Paradox begins to absorb the crisis energy, stating, I have witnessed that no matter how many of the Flash's greatest moments I have undone, the multiverse still thinks of you as a hero. And right now, the only way to stop that is to kill everyone who ever loved the Flash. A burst of energy erupts from Paradox as he begins to tear reality apart. And Flash asks, what are you doing? Eobard tells him, what do you think? Paradox just unleashed all of the Paradox energy that he built up. He's erasing the time stream, Barry. Paradox then towers over the two of them, telling him, "Time belongs to me now." Flash and Eobard inch back, and Eobard says, "Paradox has become way too powerful. We've literally run out of time, Barry. If we don't kill him right now, he'll end everything." With all reality being destroyed, Eobard says that Paradox has the power of a god right now. All hope is lost. They need to go. Flash yells, "I'm not going anywhere without Godspeed." And Godspeed tells him, "I didn't want to help Paradox kill all those versions of you. I'm so sorry." But before they can come up with a plan, Reverse Flash, Flash, and Godspeed all dissolve and then reappear in another realm. Eobard looks around asking where is this, and Godspeed tells him, "This is Paradox's other realm, just outside of known reality. A forgotten place." Flash grabs Eobard asking, "What did you do?" And Eobard shouts, "You are really going to blame me for this? We were supposed to kill Paradox when he was still human." Godspeed then gets up, separating the two of them, stating, "You can kill each other another day. Look in the sky, guys." Up above, all of the different timelines that Paradox has affected appear, and Eobard says, "It's a time storm. This all makes sense now. Look, I've mastered the art of manipulating time. It takes skill and experience, which Paradox has none. We can still stop him, because we haven't faded into nothing. That means we have a shot." Flash asks, "What do we do? How do we save everyone?" And Eobard tells him, "You know what we have to do. You just refuse to admit it." Just then, Paradox appears, telling them all, "It's too late. I have won. The legend of the Flash is erased from your world, and now I will move on to the multiverse. Once I do that, the secrets of the multiverse will belong to me." Flash shouts, asking, "You did all of this so you could learn about the multiverse?" And Paradox tells him, "No, it was about you. I used to be trapped in this hell. I lost my family because of the Flash. The Flash never cared about anyone. All he ever did was care about himself." Eobard scoffs, "You don't know the Flash very well then. I've tried everything to break Barry, yet no matter what, the Flash is always there, running to save others. It's annoying, really." Godspeed then chimes in, "Yeah, no matter my sins, no matter how horrible my crimes, Barry has always been there to help me. He'd give his own life to help people." And Paradox laughs, "This is who the Flash has come to his rescue? His enemies? It doesn't matter anymore. The Flash Age ends now." Paradox slams onto the ground, knocking everyone back, and Eobard says, "Hey, if we're gonna save the day, we gotta kill Paradox." And Godspeed tells him, "I hate to admit it, but I agree with Reverse Flash on this one, Barry." The Flash gets up, running back over. "No, there has to be another way. If I could fix this, as in really fix this, then we need to do it my way. Can I trust you all to do the right thing?" Without a word, Eobard runs off, and Godspeed says, "Man, I really hope that was a yes." While Flash and Godspeed focus on keeping Paradox busy, Eobard runs back in time to where it all began, where Paradox watched the Flash fight Turtle. Eobard looks at Paradox in his human form, telling him, "I could kill him right here, right now. I could end this. I could save his life and the lives of others. The choice is easy. What would the Flash do?" Back in Paradox's realm, his power begins to disperse, and he begins to ask, What is happening?" And meanwhile, in the past, Eobard touches Paradox, telling him that he's welcome. "You have the gift of life with your family. Make sure that you use it well." Paradox's power grows unstable, and he lunges at the Flash, shouting, "I will not be erased! The Flash Age must end! I will prove that the Flash is a monster." But before Paradox could commit his attack, his body breaks apart and disappears. Godspeed asks, what do they do now? And at that moment, Paradox's realm begins to rip apart, with Barry yelling that they need to run. With the pull of the collapsing realm, Barry says that they need to find a way to escape, but without the cosmic treadmill. And at that moment, Eobard appears, telling him, "I thought the Flash was supposed to be hopeful. If the three of us run together, the negative speed force combined with the positive should be enough to free us." The three start to run as hard as they can, running past all of the timelines that Paradox destroyed, slowly seeing them being put back together. And with a cracking-a-boom, the three of them appear outside of the present-day Flash Museum. Godspeed looks around, stating that this is right after they fought. Time hasn't rewritten itself. Holy crap, we did it, guys. Eobard walks off, telling them, "That was a good team-up. I'll see you guys later." Godspeed grabs Eobard, telling him, "Hey, not so fast."
And Eobard asks, "After all of that, didn't I get a little trust?"
Flash runs to see Iris, and Eobard looks back, stating,
"Too bad neither of us are going to get a statue."
And Godspeed tells him, "Speak for yourself. I'm gonna get one day. But you're from the future. You know everything about the Flash history. Do you know who killed my brother?" Eobard turns back, grabbing Godspeed by the neck.
"Oh, that? That was me. I did it."
Before Godspeed has a chance to react, Eobard pulls and there's a loud snap. He then lets go, stating,
"No one will remember Godspeed. I have seen the future."
Flash runs back asking, "What have you done? We trusted you!" And Eobard laughs.
"Paradox was after the wrong monster, huh?"
And Flash shouts, "I am gonna kill you!" But Eobard pummels the Flash, telling him,
"You already did, remember? Instead, I'm going to do what I always should have done. Something horrible happens, you gather up the Flash family, and then the Flash family runs into a triumphant line chasing me. But now I'm ahead. It's time to get some things in the works. I'm gonna get my own family. The Reverse Flash Family!"
And that concludes Flash 555, leading us into the next arc, the Reverse Flash Family. So if you want to know what happens next, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to press like on this video. And I'll see you guys next time right here at The Flash at Comicstorian.